What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Fishmouth. No, that's the city we're in. Gibbous. That's where we are. So, last time we got into Fishmouth, and this time we are going to explore it and see what we find here. Well, great citizens, idle and newspaper reading and trudging along. So, and one eating a sandwich. Oh, almost forgot.
A Fishmouthian citizen really intent on reading that newspaper.
Oh, you gotta keep up with the times, eh?
Fella.
Yes, very handsome. Let's talk to him.
Gliding down through the dark green water.
Water.
Yeah?
What are you talking about?
He can breathe underwater because he has amphibious nostrils.
Who?
I'm sorry, who?
On the way down, he passed hundreds of trout of different sizes.
Who is he? You must explain yourself better, Mr. Citizen.
Trout are freshwater fish and have underwater weapons.
Water?
I mean...
A bowl of
what?
water? Yeah.
Trout
Fantastic.
are very valuable and immensely powerful.
Mike
They
Trout?
are.
He is very valuable, I must say.
Keep away from the trout.
What are you...
Okay, that's a promise.
That's what promise I can... Hey, that's an achievement. Good. Don't doubt the trout. So that's probably the end of it.
Gliding down
Yes.
through the
Okay,
skip
he's
that.
on a loop.
He is on a loop. Well, at some point the article ends, you know, and then he's gotta start again. Hey, Kidday. What do you think of Annie?
What do you think of Annie?
Well, at least this one doesn't scream.
You don't like kids, huh? How do you think that would make him feel? Cute furry kitty not liking him.
They shouldn't take it personally. I don't like anyone.
Heartless
Fair enough.
carnivore.
Guilty as charged.
I mean, you know, if you hate everyone the same, then you're at least not discriminating anyone.
It's a Fishmouth citizen enjoying his sandwich.
'Cause it's a shame I can't zoom in. He has a weird looking face.
He looks surprisingly peaceful.
Well, he's eating. Most people are
Good
peaceful
evening,
while
good
they're
sir.
eating.
Evening, stranger.
The name's Buzz. Buzz Kerwin.
Nope, that's wrong, I'm afraid. The name's Milton. Milton the mechanic.
No, I mean my name's Buzz.
I didn't know they named kids Buzz anymore. I thought that was considered cruel and unusual.
The Mechanic. That's a rap name, isn't
The
it?
mechanic? Is that your surname?
And his
Yes,
job.
sir. Maybe you heard of us if you're from round Miskatonic. We're a distant offshoot of the Kingsport the Plumbers. They hate our guts.
Sorry to hear that.
Nothing to be sorry about. We hates their guts too. Just straight up gut hating back and forth. Always been the way in our clan.
It's nice to have traditions.
Sure is.
To be fair, however, now I don't know how it's been handled in other countries. I would assume similarly, but the surnames often were related to the job or the profession of the family, so it's not that strange that in this particular instance we find someone with a surname relating to his job. So that's really, like, it sounds funny right now from a modern perspective, but generally speaking, that's kind of where surnames also originated, in a way. Is this your truck you're sitting next to? It
Is this your
probably
truck you're
is.
sitting next to?
Sure was. It's dead now. Bleeding oil all over the road like them zebras, you know, on National Zoo TV. Them poor striped horses. Used to watch them shows a lot as a kid. Always got to me how them critters was meeting their end. I mean,
Aw, poor
a
critters.
lion's gotta eat, but us humans? Man, we can do better than that. I made me a choice back then.
You became a vegetarian?
Hell nah. In Fishmouth? You crazy? We put fish in everything here. No, I swore off zebra meat forever. Never felt better, never felt the need for it. But yeah, the truck's mine.
I mean, I never had zebra, so...
So, are you doing anything about the truck?
Nothing. Sitting here, hopeless, despairing, eating my tasty fish sandwich.
Bon appetit.
Nah, it's just tuna.
I mean, hopelessly sitting around despairing is what all of us do all the time. That's why we're here watching this, right? What can you tell me about Fishmouth? Probably nothing nice.
What can you tell me about Fishmouth?
Well,
There's fish in
I don't know
everything.
how you made it in, but the sooner your non-local hides is out of here, the better. Us Fishmouth folk don't like out-of-towners, no siree. And the order...
The order?
Never mind, I'm just talking crazy. Been playing too many of them blasted video games, you know? Make you dumb, they do.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Or you should continue doing that, man.
Are you gonna eat your second sandwich?
Now that's a very personal question, Mr. Curlin. What of it?
I, would like to have it?
You would, wouldn't you? Well, I tell you what, I'll trade you for it.
What do you have in mind?
I have a craving for something scrumptious. A human heart, perhaps? Yours? Huh? Oh, I'm awfully sorry, I don't know what came over me. Been playing these dark sci-fi adventure games. They've been messing with me, true as I'm sitting here and telling you.
Murder simulators, awful stuff.
Indeed. Where was I? Oh yeah, get me something refreshing, and you got the sandwich.
So we probably need a drink, eh?
Catch you later, Milton.
You probably will. My truck's dead.
So that he sounds sort of British, and he sounds very much not very British at all.
It puddles. It's what it does.
I mean,
Oily and puddly.
you could have probably said something
Can't
more
think of
useful
any
about
use
it.
for it. Nah, she's a neat freak.
How do I watch my inventory? Because, yeah, I don't see... Oi, do you like a cook?
No, what has he ever done to me?
The question is, what has he ever done for me? And the answer is nothing, so, you know, he deserves it.
She looks really, not happy.
Oh, that's she?
Not really looking like she's excessively friendly.
I did not expect that.
Hi there.
You staying at the Finmans tonight?
I might be.
Good luck.
Or I might not be. Oi.
Hey, what did you mean by good luck?
It's no fun if I tell you. You're gonna find out yourself soon enough.
Very funny.
Is there something about the Finman house you're not telling me?
You got the wrong person, stranger. Tourist info's over that way.
Not a lot of help from there, I'm afraid.
Help? Oh, you don't need that. Yet.
Oh, come on, man. That's not funny. Okay, we talk to you again.
I don't think I want to talk to her anymore.
That's an understandable statement. Her voice sounds young and... well, it doesn't fit the appearance, I want to say. In a non-negative and discriminatory way.
It has reached its final destination.
Let's not talk
It
about
shall
Final
pollute
Destination in
no
this place.
more.
Well, it certainly is polluting with its oil leaks.
It's leaking oil like crazy.
But you just said it
It's
doesn't
not
pollute
taking
no
me
more.
anywhere.
You don't know that.
She could care less about it.
She's not very caring, is she? So, what do we have over here? I'm not going to a Finman house just yet. Oh, what's up with you, man? What do I have here? Do you have... He has a drink. That's good.
A strangely shaped reef. Almost an island, really.
It looks pretty cool.
There's really no way around it. It looks like a pair of horns surfacing from below. Makes for a striking sunset scene, I must admit.
That's almost screenshot material. Almost.
Why do they just let it rot in there? Surely people prefer it fresh, right?
Maybe not here.
What do they do with all
You
the
never know.
stinking fish? Who buys this stuff?
I mean, I don't know. There's a market for everything, I think. I want basket of... Not kitty. God damn it. Basket of fish. Thank you.
A rotting basket full of putrid fish. Or the other way around.
A rotting fish full of putrid basket?
Leaving these poor things out
I
to
think
rot
he means
must
that
cater to some
differently.
depraved exotic tastes. Ugh.
Very thoughtful comment, that last one. Can of Dr. Fisher.
Hey, someone's left an unopened can of Dr. Fisher lying around. Produced exclusively with Fishmouth area water. That ensures my lips will never go anywhere near it.
I was about to say, but it isn't really
Well, apparently
something that
nobody wants
qualifies it
so
for something
might as well
positive.
take it.
But it's probably refreshing for the other guy, right? We'll get back to that in a moment. Fishing boat.
A rusty, creaking fishing boat that's seen better days.
Yep.
Deep 1. Should have been a sub.
Well, it might end up as a sub.
It looks like it's barely staying afloat, much like most stuff around here.
Can probably do nothing. There's we just reef. Oh, we can look at this as well.
A strangely shaped reef. Almost an island, really.
Ah, it's just the same. I'll leave that guy for a moment.
Looks like the oldest ship anchored in Fishmouth Harbor. If only it could tell its tales.
That looks like another ship destined to be a
Man,
submarine.
people actually braved the sea aboard these wooden coffins. Crazy.
They certainly
Man, I'm
don't do
glad
that
I'm
anymore.
not a sailor.
A drunken sailor, if where's a sailor? A drunken one. Let's talk to the sea captain first.
Oh, an actual sea captain in the flesh. She even smells like one.
How does a sea captain smell?
She's really into what
And
she's
why
reading
can you
over there.
tell? Let's talk to
Ahoy!
her.
That your ship over there?
She ain't going nowhere anytime soon, lubber.
Frankly, I'm flattered you'd call me that, but I don't think we've met before.
Leave your bills, rat.
Oh, okay, understood. Bye.
That's no way to talk to me.
Ahoy! That your ship over there?
She ain't.
Frankly,
Oh, it's just the same thing. I was hoping we bug her some more, but unfortunately, that's not
what is it
the
about
case.
sailing that turns people to alcohol?
We got nothing to do all day, apart from staring at the water.
How did he get up on that stool anyway? And why?
Those are two very different questions, but both have no
Avast,
real
Elon
answer
Lover.
to.
Vast to you too, kind sir.
Wake him up.
What can you do with a Fishmouth sailor?
What indeed?
What can you do with a drunken sailor?
Ahoy, matey. Blow the man down.
I don't want to
This
blow any
guy's a
man.
dedicated spouter of seafaring cliches.
15 men on a dead man's chest.
That would explain his death.
True, true.
Shiver me timbers.
What does that even mean?
Avast, Elon Lover.
Oh no,
Vast
we're
to you
repeating.
too, kind sir.
Aw. I was hoping for another achievement for going through that stuff.
What can you do with a...
What indeed?
Yeah, probably nothing. You were useless. Can we talk to you? Digging the
Digging the
harbor?
harbor, kitty?
Probably not.
Yeah, man. Thinking of settling here and living a peaceful life of fishing out rotten tuna carcasses and watching the sun go down behind Devil's Reef over there.
No, you don't.
Focus, Buzz. Focus.
So she does enjoy it here,
Any
right?
change in your feelings towards
That's what I
fish
got
meat?
from that.
Yeah, I hate it a little more now.
You're
Good.
seriously not salivating with all the fish smell around?
Yeah, Buzz.
Probably not
My
with fat
idea
fish.
of a rich, satisfying meal is one of those fish skeletons with remains of putrid, disgusting flesh on it. Ugh.
Cartoons have been lying to me.
Eureka!
In what way?
Sherlock.
It's not like that's any sort of enjoyable or tasty fish. Old drunkard.
It's an old
As
drunk
opposed to
sailor
what? A
chilling in
young
that
drunkard
rope.
over there?
Man, one day I'll grow a beard just like his.
Well, if you're lucky.
Sick calves, bro. It's an old drunk sailor chilling in that rope coil.
Let's talk to him. Hey,
Hi
man.
there, Gramps.
What you? Get lost, young'un.
What do you...
My name's Buzz. Nice to meet you.
Get on out of here. Fishmouth ain't no place for you, boy.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
at least the
Fishmouthians
Fishmouthians are consistent
ain't a
about that.
place for anyone, but, you know. Yeah, we should totally tell him now.
What a great evening to be alive,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
it is whatever.
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
Where'd you get that idea?
Or maybe we are crazy.
Old Zadok knows.
You never know. You never know. Yeah,
You
don't
should
drink
not
that.
be drinking that, old timer.
Who are you to tell old Zadok what to do, sonny? Go, get... You think I'm crazy, don't you?
No, I really don't.
Maybe
I
a
hate to come
little
across
bit.
as judgmental, but do you really want to spend your twilight years in an alcohol-induced stupor?
It's not a choice, sonny
As
boy.
opposed to what?
If you'd have seen
A
what these
non-alcohol
old
induced
eyes
stupor?
have
And why are you
seen,
looking
I
so
tell you.
angry?
Tell me.
Nah, rather drink, boy. Whiskey makes one forget.
I ain't got no whiskey, I just got rum here. And I'm not sure I like it. You said you wanted to forget. Why not? Well, maybe
Said
those
you wanted
things
to
that you
forget.
want to
Why
forget
not
aren't
remember?
worth remembering.
Things too horrible to be remembered, boy. Believe old Zadok. Why, you think I'm crazy, don't you?
I don't know why you insist on asking me that. I do not think you're crazy, Grandpa.
I do. Speak for yourself, man.
Really need that drink, huh?
Aye.
I'm willing to do you a world of good and take that cursed whiskey off of your hands. Have you considered a healthier
I'm sure he
alternative?
totally gives
What
it
you
away.
babbling about there, boy?
Huh? Orange juice are the best. Is the best juice.
How about
Sorry.
orange juice?
Ain't no orange juice in Fishmouth, sonny boy. You's more likely to squeeze juice out of a calamari. And you don't want to taste
A
that
calamari
Zadok.
cruiser? Or
I'll take your word for it.
I have a
How
soda
about
on me.
soda?
Soda? Why, that's sugar water, son. Healthy alternative, my salty behind.
Can't argue with that.
Fair enough. Tea
How
sounds
about
good.
tea? Nothing like a warm cup of tea to relax you and get you in the mood for a chat.
I can't stand that stuff. I've been a fisherman all my life, boy. It was just water, 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 all the time. I ain't putting that watered down concoction in me, no, sir.
Kinda got a point there.
What? And there's no water in that, or what do you think? How about a coffee?
How about coffee?
I never touched the stuff. Never even smelled it.
You've never smelled coffee?
Not in my life, boy. My mama, rest her soul, she tried to get my Peppy to drink it. Left the old hooch. But my Peppy wasn't having any of it. Tis evil little is the devil's drink. Then he dunk another whiskey. Lord rest her.
That's a story to remember, Gramps.
Well, if he never tasted or smelled coffee, we can just give him something else and sell it as coffee, no?
So you never tasted or smelled coffee in
Or
your
we
life?
have to
Not in
organize
my
a
life,
coffee,
son.
maybe.
Couldn't tell it apart from gasoline. It's It's a question of principle.
Pincer?
I
Alright.
gotta run.
Run, boy. Never return.
Geez, Fishmouth is a really loving and welcoming place. So can we give a soda to the man out here? To you. Or the inventory here. How about that?
I think you'll like this can of Dr. Fisher.
Why, I sure will. Dr. Fisher's trademark. My favorite. This gonna
Did
go
he say
down real
trademark?
good once I'm done with my sandwich. Made with the finest, most odorous fishmouth water. A deal's a deal, Mr. Kremlin. Here's your sandwich.
Kremlin.
Enjoy.
That was probably funner a year ago.
Thanks, Milton. Enjoy your other sandwich.
So we got a sandwich now, but I mean, he didn't want no sandwich. He wanted, well, probably a coffee. I'll try it anyway. I'll try to get him a sandwich and see if that does something. Probably not.
Food is not what's on his mind.
Nope. I mean, food would have been a pretty good alternative, right? It's also useful. Alright, Fishmouth buildings, we didn't look at those. And there's a gate as well,
This
and a window,
crumbling
and a
decayed
hotel
is
sign.
dark, maybe a bit more. And there's the stink, too. Really adds to the atmosphere.
Yeah, on the bright side, we in the game or the
There's a
video
light coming
cannot
from
smell
somewhere
it.
down there, but the gate's positively locked. Maybe we're better off this way.
Are we? I'd like to know what's in there. Until I don't.
One solitary lit window. Wonder who's in there. Intriguing.
The guy. I forgot
Could
his
that
name.
be Olmstein's
Yes,
room?
Bob Olmstein. Bob Olmstein. Finland House.
Well, we found Finman House, all right. Charming place. They're going for the crumbling ruin look. Interesting niche.
It's not really a niche around this town, but, you know,
Wouldn't necessarily spend the night here, to be quite honest.
not sure we have an option. Can we get it back here? Dark alley. We can look into
It's
it.
really dark that way. Really dark.
So you're telling me you don't want to go that
I
way?
don't like that alley. Not at all.
Trash can.
A great example of the urban decay school of design.
The entire
Stinking up
city
the
is
place.
urban
Not
decay.
that it's an exception or anything.
Well, like I said, even darker alley. Fine, let's go this one if you don't dare going that one.
Oh, brother. This one's even darker. Nope, not going down there.
Are you sure?
Oh, no.
Are you sure?
No way.
Are you sure?
Not today.
Are you really
I
sure?
don't think I'll venture down the dark, foul-smelling, creepy alley anytime soon.
Oh. Maybe Kitty?
I'd go there, but Mr. Shaky Pants over here won't.
Because there's no reason to. Jeez.
Uh-huh.
So we can't. Alright. So we got a sandwich. We probably need a drink of that guy over there. And the next time we will enter Finman House and see if we can find Olmstein. So until then, farewell.